Gang, don't forget to pick up your own deck of the new Are You Garbage card game, version 2. It's 50 new questions to find out if your friends and your family are trash.
Oh, yeah. We also have tickets to our New York show at Town Hall, May 9th, available at areyougarbage.com. It's the biggest show we've done today. Get the tickets. Let's party, gang. Yeah.
Welcome to another exciting edition of Are You Garbage? The show where you find out if your favorite comedians are classy individuals or absolute trash. Now, here are your hosts, Kevin Ryan and H. Foley.
Hey, everybody out there, and welcome back to everybody's favorite podcast. This is Are You Garbage? It's that little show we sit there with your favorite comedians, and we find out if they're good to be classy, or they're just a big old piece of trash. I'm your host, H. Foley, coming at you on a beautiful day. We're out back here at Tootie's in the new edition, living high on the hog in 2024, baby. We absolutely love it. She's upstairs, passed out.
Okay.
What are you going to do? Some habits die hard. She tried real hard first couple days of January.
Sure.
Resolutions, down the drain. Mike House is coming at you from across the table, slightly amused this week. He is the CEO of Are You Garbage? He is an international businessman, and he happens to be my best pal in the whole wide world. Lucky me. Give it up for KJ. Kevin James Ryan, everybody.
What up, gang? Thanks for tuning in. Happy New Year, gang. We love you. Thanks for tuning in. As always, please make sure you rate, review, subscribe on iTunes. Full video available on YouTube. As you know, those numbers are
true to rip.
Cooking.
The cooking.
Then, obviously, Patreon.com. You go over there, you get bajillion hours worth of content, all your hard feelings, bonus episodes, road videos, cribs videos, the whole 9 yards, the hot dog eating contest, the Big Buttercock, the Indy 500, the Down the Shore. Everything's on there. Check it out. And also, Town Hall, gang.
AreYouGarbage.com. Grab tickets.
Yeah, New York City, biggest show we've ever done. It's going to be sick. It's a very nice place. We'll probably get thrown out. Some people will definitely throw up and will be charged for cleaning the carpets.
Oh!
But check it out. It's going to be a good time.
And there's probably a couple of cards left over there at AreYouGarbage.com if you want to pick up the latest edition of the Are You Garbage card game. And how about a nice quick shout out to our producer extraordinaire, the old magic man, makes us all look good, works the ones, the twos, the threes, and the fours, crosses the T's, dots the I's.
Sure.
T-Bone McScruffins, Toby McMullen, ladies and gentlemen.
What up, boys?
What up,
pal?
T-Bones?
Nothing. I'm feeling good, feeling safe, especially with Foley wearing his life preserver.
Yeah, appreciate that.
Yeah, I got the life jacket on. We're having a good time.
That thing.
Don't stunt my look, dog.
Is that reversible?
No. Maybe.
I think it might be.
No, it's not.
Okay.
All right, because the thing's on the inside.
It's cool. I like this streetwear Foley we got cooking here.
LRG, baby.
You look like the world's worst drug dealer. Hey, let me hold 20? What?
It's the opposite of camouflage.
Yeah.
I don't have any baggies, so...
Just, man, I used to get palmed a nug from time to time.
Yeah.
I got this. It's just like a fucking, a little bit of shake. Yeah.
In the cellophane of a cigarette.
Huge. That, to me, was the best thing. A little seal it.
Sure,
You know
with
what
the
I mean?
lighter.
That was the best vehicle for that. Because you weren't buying enough to fill the bag. Dime bags, I guess, is all right.
Sure.
But you weren't filling enough to fill a Ziploc.
I like the nice, clean sandwich bag with the fold over.
The old school that you lick.
Yeah, twist it up real nice. That's when we were doing nuggies.
Sure.
Back in the day when we were doing swag, Mexican brickweed. Doesn't matter what it came in.
Sure.
It come in a pillowcase.
It's not going to get you high anyway. It
Jammed
is what
up.
it is. Yeah.
I wanted to ask you this because it is January. It is rejuvenation.
Do I like your vest? No.
It's resolution season. All right. Do you remember, because I was in Patty's garage when we were home, do you remember your first piece of exercise equipment? Like when you and your brother, maybe, started getting of that age where, like, you wanted to start working out and you set something up in the garage.
We had it. I had it. It was in my room for a little while. There was a station, like an
Pasta maker. Need the carbs.
It was a very old stationary, but I'm talking like 70s stationary bike. I think the arms
That was your first move, dude?
I mean, that's not like I went out and bought it.
What are you, a single lady in New York City?
I think it was my...
Trying to make it in a man's world.
I think it was my stepdad's dad's.
Whoa.
And, like, he brought it over. Dude, this thing had, like, an actual... It was
I'm talking. I meant like dumbbells, an old workout bench. You had that? That's great.
I guess when he moved in, he brought it over, and we set it up, man. You couldn't. I was like fucking. I was like
Suzanne Summers.
Oh, baby, my butt was toned. Yeah, it was, and we had it. It was just like.
Would you wear leggings when you would showing off the gams?
Well, after the bike, you get down on the handles with a bunch of springs.
Yeah, those were all right too.
Those were all right. Yeah, those were all right. The hand grips.
No. I'm talking about the hand grips.
No, I know what you're talking about. Yeah. The thing that
they tie up the kid in the Goonies with.
Josh Brolin. Yeah, they tie him up with that.
He had this thing, didn't he? Brolin in that.
He had all
the
that
hand
stuff.
thing.
Yeah,
they never made any sense to me.
He was tight back then.
For
tight
sure.
now. I loved him back then.
I remember one time my buddy's family in the basement, they had the very classic suburban half finished, like 3/4 finished basement.
Sure.
And and it was a wall, and
Sure.
then it was unfinished storage.
Dehumidifier, sump pump, the boiler.
They had a
bunch of old shit.
They had a big weight bench in there, like not bench system. The one that had like the pull down.
A universal?
Huge.
Holy
and it was
shit.
This was from like might have been from the 80s or early 90s. So it was like a jungle gym. And we would go over there as like 7, 8-year-olds or whatever. And like, there'd be 15 of us like crawling in it and everywhere.
Start juicing. Putting up numbers.
And I remember one time it was like me and 2 other kids were like hanging on like the thing.
Mm-hmm.
And we'd play with the weights. We'd put all the weights up and then like counteract it and you could like hover.
Oh,
you know what I mean? Or like rappel real slow.
Sure.
Man,
Trying to hurt yourself.
Yeah, well, I broke this girl's fingers bad. Yeah, not on purpose. It's not like she didn't pay the vig, and I was like, get over here.
She rode my exercise bike without asking.
She went to like move it the weight or something, and me and another guy were like, descend there, like, and we let go or got off, and bam, like 80 pounds came down and smashed her shit up.
And you broke her fingers?
Yeah, she was
Holy
a gymnast. It was
shit.
She was like a junior Olympic gymnast and shit like that. And yeah,
damn,
ruined her career.
I didn't know you had bodies on you. Holy shit!
Yeah,
don't cross this guy.
It wasn't intentional. There was no mens rea.
The crime of passion. No kidding.
Yeah. It was like Super Bowl or something. We were all in there just like fucking around, dicking around.
Now, if it's the thing,
Probably had pizza grease on my hands, if I'm being honest.
I was out of chalk that day. Now, if you're talking about the thing that I'm thinking of, it's like a rectangle. There's like a bench that comes out like that, but it's with stack plates, and then a couple different things around. I think that's called a universal.
I think you're right.
You weren't banging with those when you were in high school, right? They had moved on from that shit.
I guess so. Yeah,
because that was first of all, our weight room in high school was literally just in the like regular school hallway. It was just a classroom.
Yeah.
It had carpet and everything, and one of those things in there. And a bunch of dudes getting after it.
Everybody's fucking shooting up Winstrol and shit, still losing to Valley High.
We beat them.
Because they got disqualified.
Yeah, it was a technicality, but a win's a win. It was a pivotal time in the season.
Half their team was ex-cons.
It was always nice funny when somebody's dad started going back when they, because maybe they were like probably my age.
I remember my dad doing that in cutoff.
You remember him like
trying to get the band back together.
Like
type.
all of a sudden one day in the garage, got the weight bench over there. We got this over, like very American Beauty.
Dads
Dads
are all about big gut bench press only.
Yeah.
We would go to one. Man, it's so funny. I'm sure this guy's still around. He was like this sports because my brother's a very good athlete at the time, like in high school and like junior high and high school and stuff. And so they were always like, he was always on all these travel soccer teams and all this, running track and everything. So there was this like local guy who used to be like a strength and conditioning coach man, this dude was something. He looked like an extra out of The Sopranos, dude. He was like a strength and conditioning coach. And he would
some squat thrusts.
Yeah.
I fucking hated them squat thrusts.
He had a real ragtag operation. Like he was like, it was just weird. He got some money together, but from a couple of investors.
I could smell this guy.
Yeah, dude.
A little cologne, a little bit.
Cologne in the gym.
Yeah,
he's got this. He's got slick back hair. I forget his name. gold chain, real Guido, like, and he had the warm-up pants, like the swishies. You know what I mean? With the elastic at the feet and the elastic up here. They were gray, always gray, the chain. He had,
He's doing squats, going 200 weights, 215 with the chains.
a gabagoo! One gabagoo!
How many reps? You want to do about 10 gabagools, I would say. You want to do 3 sets of mortadelle and 3 gabagools.
So we went to, my brother started going to him for like a weekend type like camp thing for like strength and conditioning
No
or
shit,
whatever.
you were doing that kind of stuff?
Well, I was going.
No,
'cause
you weren't.
It was more of a strength and conditioning thing for Danny. More of my other son's a fat ass. Let's whip him into shape.
See what the gumball situation is.
Meanwhile, I was probably eating Burger King on the way over. And
Where?
shit.
Hold on. Where was this
Got a
at?
Whopper in one hand and a dumbbell in the other.
Yeah.
Where was this at?
Like, in my area.
They got like a strip mall. He had like a little gym.
That was more of like a industrial complex type, like business parkish.
Oh, okay.
No, but it's hard to describe. There's like a business park.
It was in a garage. It was in a commercial garage.
No, all right. If I'm being honest, when I first started, it was like connected to the hospital. It was part of.
For when your fat ass blows out a hammy.
You were doing weekend physical therapy?
It was.
You're in a basket in a pool like a horse?
Oh, dude, it's guys learning to walk and Kippy learning to jog.
I'm on the bars. I think they might have had a set of them now that I think
Doctor,
about.
what happened to that boy? Too many Lucky Charms.
Fell in love with chicken tendies at an early age.
I can't do it. Holy shit.
Oh, dude. Dude, you know you're out of shape when paralyzed guys are talking shit.
With a little bit of help, that fat ass is going to learn to walk again one day. Let me do it myself! Fucking fat ass. I love it. Man, you're sitting there watching the other guys work out. Man, you're probably getting hungrier, working up a sweat.
Just eating hospital pudding.
I was promised ice cream.
Dude. Man, going and watching your brother work out. That's funny.
So we were there. It was either he was there and then moved to his own place, or was in this place and then moved. It wasn't in the hospital, but it was like in the building of, so it's obviously not the hospital, but like 5 miles away, there's like a hospital campus, another like satellite campus building of the hospital.
They might do like radiology there. They might
I think half of that building was a gym.
That's physical therapy. It was a physical therapy.
I don't think it was, to be honest with you. I mean,
the hospital doesn't rent out fucking space to fucking
I don't think they were
Tiger Showman.
Man, dude, this dude was such a Guido. It was
Colonoscopy
crazy.
and kung fu. No. Was he licensed?
I don't know.
He definitely had his massage license. He's probably closing broads left and right with that. Probably cleaned up in that area.
He probably did. Vinny, it was something real. But I started going there. My dad joined there. I guess when my brother joined, my dad joined. And it was like a fitness thing. I would go. I mean, I didn't know what I was doing. I think I was working with him for a little bit.
What do you mean?
Like he was like training
numbers?
me. No, like training me. I forget, man. I wish I remember just being there. And I remember they had me running one time with this college baseball player, and we were like, because there was like an indoor track, and he had me running like sprints down the straights or something, and dude, I was ready to throw up after like the second one.
Dude, you were probably the rabbit. They probably told the baseball players many times as you can catch up to this fat bastard.
No, it was just the one kid. It was,
You're basically the chicken in Rocky, just chasing you around.
can't get him covered in butter. Can't get a hold of me, baby. I stick and move when I feel threatened. I might be fat, but I'm weary.
Yeah, you see that little fat kid doing wheelies in the wheelchair? That's your pace car.
It's all greased up.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good.
But we never really did it in home. We went, there was always that, and then like another gym, and yeah. When my dad would be like, "I'm going," like he would be like, over the 20 years, there was a handful of times where he's like, "I'm getting back into this," and we go for like a year or whatever, and then obviously fall out like most people do.
Yeah, we were garage people. I remember my brother was the first one to really start because he's a couple years older, started getting into it. Got like this. It's the classic thin bench press. It looked like it would fall apart. It was like look like it was built out of bike parts, and it had like sparkles on the like the cushion.
Sure,
you know what I mean. Fucking in there with that thing, and then he got the bar that goes over the door, or supposed to go in the door frame.
Like the perfect pull-up type thing?
Yeah. But it wasn't that. It was like it was a precursor to that.
Sure, yeah.
But neither one of us could do a pull-up.
Have you ever been able to do a pull-up?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was able to do, I think, 2 or 3.
For like 2 months in college.
Yeah. This was probably 2018, maybe, 17, 18. I was doing pull-ups, yeah.
Going into my sophomore year, football camp, I had lost all the weight from football for lacrosse. I was landscaping all summer, drinking, not eating, a couple extracurriculars.
Sure.
And I rolled in like $175 or like $180 or something like that. Killed it with the dips, killed it with the pull-ups. I couldn't do a fucking pull-up now.
No.
I would have about 2 seconds hanging off the helicopter. I'm done. I'm not making it.
I don't
think you could.
I could hang for a minute.
Not a minute. No, 60 seconds?
No, a minute was not a
that trainer did wonders.
Not a scientific
Shout
term.
out to Vinny.
Yeah, no, that shit's brutal. That shit's fucking brutal.
I'd be lucky to make it to 30 seconds.
Sure. Well, don't they do that thing like that's like the scam where they have it for like if you can hang for a minute and they get all these like but then it like it's like a carny trick. It rolls and like you end up fucking dropping.
Oh,
like that bar it's rigged. It's like a board. It's like doing it at the Wildwood Boardwalk.
That's
all the
pretty
fucking
good.
games are rigged.
Are they though?
On the Wildwood Boardwalk?
You think those basketball rims were rigged
they are.
last summer?
The feds have come in and we're like, this is highly illegal.
The feds? Bringing the feds in for that?
I don't know if it was the feds, but there
Guys trying to make a goddamn living.
Do you not remember running through like $200 in about 15 minutes of that basketball thing?
We were half drunk and we stink.
First thing that comes up, Wildwood Games ring. State authorities have accused Jersey Shore Boardwalk amusement operator of rigging basketball games with overinflated balls and displaying prizes you could never win. I respect it.
Those aren't even real jerseys, by the way. They're not game jerseys. Remember those jerseys that they had hanging up?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're not fucking game issued.
Yeah, so they hammer the fucking rims in. Back in the day, that same one that we shot on hammers the rims in, and then they would spray paint the rims, and they would wrap black electrical tape around the rims, so it fucks with your perception of it. It was like in little rings. They had it like taped out, and then you can never look at the rims from the side. They used to have big pieces of wood blocking the side angle so you couldn't see that the rim was because you're looking at it dead on, you can't tell that it's
smushed.
Yeah. But if you see from the side, it's like fucking, it's like smushed in from that to that. So they would block your view from the side. I mean, dude, that's as old as time.
Sure.
And then I'm sure they could go in and like, yeah, it does legally fit in. And there's nowhere that says like, hey, this is a regulation size hoop. But the ball does fit in if it goes in perfectly,
Bastards. Caleb, let's talk about True Classics, baby.
Shout out to True Classics.
And I got a 3XL announcement for you. Uncle Hank fits in them. Let's go.
You looked good, too.
The most comfortable T-shirt I've ever put on my body. Here's the thing. When I go like this, the sleeves tighten up.
Yeah, you feel jacked.
Dude, I'm ready to tune somebody up. Fabric's unbelievable. It's soft. Goes down. It covers everything perfectly.
It's great.
Shout out to True Classics. Do yourself a favor. Get over and get the best T-shirt you're ever going to wear and the last T-shirt you're ever going to wear.
And best news yet.
I'm going to tune you up.
True Classics ain't just T-shirts no more. I don't know if you've been heard. You've been away for a long time. Give their active wear a look. They got crew necks, joggers out that have odor control, moisture wicking technology so you can sweat and smell like a pig all you want but your clothes won't. They also got hoodies, sweaters, bomber jackets, and much more.
Sweaters are nice.
Yeah, T-Bone was rocking the sweater the other day. You'll find something.
Go get your good sweater.
You'll find something that not only looks but feels great too. True Classics is so committed to their products they even have a 100% perfect fit guarantee and easy returns. So if you think you're ready to upgrade your closet now with our exclusive link at trueclassics.com/garbage and save up to 25% off your first order. That's 25% off your first order when you visit trueclassic.com/garbage. Make 2024 your most stylish year yet with True Classics. Do it, baby.
Okay, let's talk about Rocket Money.
Who don't love cash?
Let me ask you this. If I asked you right now what subscriptions you have, would you know? No, because you're a
not.
dumbass. But a lot of us are. We don't know what we got.
I fly by the seat of my pants.
You know who can help? Rocket Money.
Sure.
They could go in. They can identify what subscriptions you have. If it's something you haven't used in a long time or you wanted to cancel, bing, it's out of here.
Yep.
They help you save money. They help you put money in your pocket and help you save money.
Yeah.
3 best things in the world.
Rocket Money is a personal finance app that finds and cancels your unwanted subscription, monitors your spending, and helps you lower your bills. Rocket Money has over 5 million users, and it's helped save its members an average of $720 a year.
Hit them with the big number.
With over $500 million in canceled subscriptions.
You get a couple F-22s for that.
Machi. It's absolutely insane. It's so easy. I can see why you want all your subscriptions in one place. If you see something you want to cancel, bada bing, bada boom. All it does is take a tap. Gone are the days of getting on the phone with customer service and bitching, and they put you on hold. They don't put you on hold.
Worst.
Rocket Money cuts them out and does it. Stop wasting money on things you don't use. Cancel your unwanted subscriptions today by going to rocketmoney.com/garbage. That's rocketmoney.com/garbage. rocketmoney.com/garbage. Do it, gang. Now back to the show.
Back to the show. Anywho, that's neither here nor there.
Nope.
Because we're here for a what? Family episode. Just the boys, the bozos, and the homies to answer your questions. As you know, when you sign up for the old Patreon, you have a question read on the air by goddamn Kippy, Kevin, James Ryan himself.
Oh, yeah.
Kid's half a celebrity over here down at Boardwalk. Sam's Pizza, #1 customer at 10 years in a row.
King of the boards. Let's not forget that.
King
I am the
of the
talk about half a celebrity. I'm king of the fucking boards. All right.
Probably the one that ratted out the basketball guy to the feds.
Hey, I have a piece. Somebody's got to fall. It ain't going to be me. You know what I mean? Fucking Patsy in that thing. Dumb broad had it coming.
Hey, 30% of the joint.
Speaking of scams, this is from Mike. This is a move I've never thought of.
Like it.
$10 turnpike toll. Never had one read. You ever use a check to buy a Visa gift card and a birthday card that you'll throw away so you have a little spending money till payday? So the birthday card is this throw off the scent of the cashier that you're not just a dirtbag buying. So this is what he does, because the check's not going to clear for probably 2-3 days.
Okay.
And so let's say he gets paid on Friday. He wakes up Friday morning with money in his account. Let's say it's Wednesday. He's got no cash. He does have a checkbook that he knows will buy him 3 days. He'll buy a $1,000 gift card or $500 gift card, and now he's got a $500 American Express gift card he can use as cash anywhere American Express is accepted.
From Wednesday to Friday.
Yeah. So he's buying himself.
And the check clears. The check
clears on
even
Friday.
If you write the check out for that day, Wednesday, it still won't really clear until Friday.
At least it buys you a day or two for sure.
No.
You're floating the check is what you're doing.
You're floating. But I mean, that's not illegal.
No.
Frowned upon.
I get caught. You can get caught with your hand in the cookie jar for sure.
If the check doesn't clear, something like that,
it
the
gets
check
processed
bounces
that
back.
day. I don't know checks anymore.
You got to do that shit after. I learned that the hard way. You got to do shit like that afternoon. Don't be trying to fucking get money in the morning. You do that after 12 o'clock. Maybe 2, 3. There's no way that's making the cycle by then.
After banking hours, that's when I would do it.
Oh, there you go.
I'm not floating a check before 5 o'clock.
No, what?
Where it goes from dirtbag scheme to pro move is the birthday card.
Sure.
Yes, throw them off the scent.
That's a nice touch.
It's my nephew's birthday. I'm splurging.
I wanted to get him something nice. He wants an appetizer sampler and a bunch of Dollaritas at Applebee's.
Yeah, he does.
That's what he's
I'm gonna
looking-
take him over there. He's a good kid. Is you're fake signing it?
It's a 7-year-old birthday card.
Yeah, that's a fucking pro move. I respect it, but be careful out there. As a man who
I don't know when this was. Can you still do that?
What?
Can you still write a check?
Write bad checks? Hell yeah.
Yeah, you can still write
You
checks.
can still do that? I can go into CVS and write a check.
I would get eyes on that. Maybe not CVS. I don't know where he's doing it though. But I would assume most places take personal checks. You might have to have like 2 forms of ID or whatever. I don't know, but I'm sure.
Can't you do this? Can't you go into the bank on a Wednesday, write a check to cash, get the cash, and it doesn't hit until Friday?
What?
Wouldn't that still take a couple? No, it's right away. I guess it would come right out of your account and you're fucked.
Yeah, if you go to your bank. I think other people used to.
CVS does not accept personal checks.
No kidding.
Burn one too many times.
Yeah, I bet they have.
You can still pay with a personal check at grocery stores.
That and the deodorant's locked up. They know what's up.
You can still pay for a personal check with a personal check at grocery stores, department stores, and more. For all of them, you need a state ID. A few stores will accept Hobby Lobby, Barnes & Noble, Kmart, Kohl's, Macy's, Dollar Tree,
Hobby
Publix,
Lobby. They're hanging on for
the
fucking
Home Depot, Walgreens, Costco, all pay with checks.
Really? I'm going to start doing checks. That'd take forever, though, right?
What do you mean?
I don't know, for it to hit your account.
Yeah, this is what we're talking about. It takes longer to hit your account.
Yeah, it's a pain in the
You can
ass.
spend money you don't have.
I like the idea.
But
of
you
that.
need that coming down the pipeline. That's the
Sure.
only problem.
Yeah. It'd be nice to start paying things. Can I write you a check?
I have my checkbook, and I've been using it more and
Can I write
more.
Me personally?
Yeah.
No.
You wouldn't take a check from me?
I wouldn't take a Venmo from you. Cash.
That's good. Who's H. Schmoley?
Cancel.
Just accept it.
Cancel that right away.
Oh, yeah, you can charge. Yeah, I get able to charge back. No, thank you. Now I'm paying for the charge back on my end.
Yeah.
I don't know this dude. He took my phone.
Took my phone.
Oh, shit.
That's a fucking pro move, though.
Yeah,
I have
it's a
never
pro
thought of
move,
that.
man.
I never really dabbled with checks. I think I only really wrote one early on, and it bounced for like $150. I had said to get in a mountain house, and it bounced, and I had to go through the whole thing.
Oh, yeah, I remember
So
you
it's
telling
like
us.
and they started getting phased out, so I just I fell out.
Somewhere out there's a guy in his car right now who just drove past a Hobby Lobby, didn't say a word, and just pulled in.
Yeah. And buddy, good luck.
I'm shitting on him, but that used to be my favorite place. When I was driving the laser hair removal, that was my favorite place to go and out in like Long Island and shit like that, like in the burbs. Find a nice strip mall that had like a fucking like a model train store. Because they had the models, they had a bunch of different things. Look at the trains, use a train setup. I could buy like my little Matchbox like jet fighters. They had like little die-cast metal. Pretty cool.
Get some real good glue for sniffing.
Yeah, go sit in the van and listen to Howard Stern and fucking sniff glue after a $40 Burger King breakfast order.
My favorite thing was when I worked for that home improvement company selling like canvassing.
Mm-hmm.
I would go I was the canvassing manager, so I would drop them all off and be like, you go, I'll drop you here. I would have to like print out maps in the morning of like, all right, you have, fucking Mockingbird Lane to here. And I would like, print out Google Maps and highlight it for them and go, all right, I'll drop them off and I'd go meet them in like an hour. Man, in that hour, I would be in the middle of Jersey, Pennsylvania somewhere, Delaware. I would drive around and look for a strip mall with like Anthony's Pizzeria, Lorenzo, something, and I would fucking this would be about noon after I had my Wawa Sizzly at like 9:30. I'd find that fucking thing and I'd sit in there and paint a goddamn masterpiece. I'm talking like 4 slices, no, not even Diet Cokes, just heavy bikes, like 2 or 3 20-ounce bottles. Walk out. Crush a heater, call them, and they'd be like, oh, what have you done? I'm like, I just been around, I had to go meet a client or whatever. I had to go meet Antonio.
I'm knocking on doors, seeing if they're open.
Meanwhile, you're over on Stromboli Street. Chowing down. Looking back on that, though, I know being younger and doing that, remember how bad you felt after lunch? After a lunch like that? How brutal the rest of the day was with a fucking belly full of calzone and fucking soda and fucking coffee. And then
Calzones for lunch that's a big step. I'm not judging you, but I mean, that's a hefty lunch. Calzones.
You're eating 4 slices.
I'm not throwing shade. I'm just saying.
No, but to fold it over is a bridge too far.
It is. That dough's heavier. We all know that.
That's thick. It's thick. That shit,
I was doing thin crust,
That shit'll-
tavern style.
that shit'll put you to sleep, man. Holy shit, the sausage, the peppers, fucking, oh, man, I can have the heartburn right now. And just sitting in the work van, just like dying.
I remember.
Blood sugar, just like a fucking earthquake.
I remember I would come home. I first moved to New York. I was living with my buddy in the Heights. I was working that shitty job. I'd come home and I'd stop at, this is how fat I was. I would have to take the bus to the subway, and I would get off the bus and hit a pizza place like 20 blocks from my house, eat. I'd crush there, and they're big, heavy, thick slices. And every time I walked, I would do it like a couple times a week. And it's bad when a guy in your you're a regular and not in your neighborhood. You know what I mean? That guy, and I'm not even joking. I had pizza for lunch too because I had one out in New Rochelle too. I would walk in, and he'd be like, a slice of pepperoni and a slice of plain. I'm like, yeah, dude. I'd munch fucking 15 slices of pizza, and I'd immediately get back and fall asleep on the couch at like 6 o'clock before I went out and did spots. Man, those sleeps. Sweaty, fucking the TV's on, and you're just like, you can't help but just fucking your brain shuts down.
Dude, that's brutal. I thought you were gonna do the walk and bite. I'm a big fan of that, or was a big fan of that.
No, never walked and eat.
Getting off the train out there in Queens, if I was done doing a wait and table shift during the day and didn't have spots, or was going home before I went out to do spots, stop at Petey's Burgers, grab a burger, eat that as I'm walking down the street, and then hit the pizza place right next to my apartment and get like dinner, like a chicken francaise and fucking penne alla vodka.
Yeah.
And all that stuff.
That's when you started getting real big. Those years. I remember those. Yeah.
Yeah. The way up is great.
Sure.
Get there, it ain't that fun. It's lonely at the top. You know what I mean, T-Bone?
That's one way to put it.
It's the road paved with chocolate milk.
Yeah. All right, let's see here. This one's from Matt. Is it garbage within the first 30 seconds of sitting down at a restaurant, your dad harasses the first person in a worker uniform to go get your waiter because happy hour ends in 8 minutes and I want to make sure I get my order in?
Ooh, man.
I don't disagree with that, though.
I thought it was going to be bread.
Mm-hmm.
The Foleys expected bread immediately.
Sure.
And
drop the fucking bread.
There was this one place that they really liked they were almost like garlic knots. It was some place in Ambler, PA that they started going to like right after 9/11. Like in the early 2000s, they started going. They had a little bit of cash. Things were going good. We were out of the house. I like to go out to dinner on Thursday and Friday night. And it was like garlic knot bread. It was so... I couldn't believe they gave it to you for free.
Mm-hmm.
And, man, they abused it. 4 or 5 baskets.
Yeah.
And they wanted it when they pulled into the parking lot.
Mm-hmm.
But happy hour, I get.
I mean, happy hour, they're trying to get you in there. So it's like, hey, man, if you got me in here and the prices are going up in fucking 8 minutes, at least let me wet my beak on the discount beverages.
I didn't know happy hour applied to the tables. I thought happy hour was only at the bar. I thought that was a bar thing.
No, I think happy hour, if you sit down, it's happy hour. It's like, hey, it's not like every drink, but it's like, hey, we have fucking $2 Bud, $2 domestics and half-price appetizer. They want you in there to hang out for,
Listen, pal, get me my margarita stat or it's about to be the angry hour.
Sure.
Right.
I just had that at Wawa when I was down there.
They're doing that shit?
I was like, dude, I bought a bunch of stuff. Listen, I had a sandwich, I had a bag of Doritos, I had a pack of heaters, and 2 Wawa Diet Iced Teas.
The Wawa order can get out of control. You need a suitcase.
That's a lot to carry. 2 drinks, a bag of chips, a sandwich, and heaters. And I'm like, oh, so he rung me up and I paid. I'm like, can I have a bag? And he's like, it's 35 cents or whatever. I want to go. What am I going to walk out of here like a beggar with all this stuff in my hands? Like I'm looting the joint? What the fuck? Give me a bag, but I'll pay the 35 cents.
You look at it and smash and grab this joint, you prick.
What the fuck? Hey, I'm like, give me a bag. I'm a goddamn gentleman here. I got heaters and Diet Iced Tea. Fucking, what do I look like here?
Well, people know my business or my caloric intake. Hardly any of your concern.
I did spring for the shorty, not the classic, by the way. I was watching my figure.
Even though they're expensive and a waste, grocery store, those, like...
Felt ones, like the real thin felt?
No, like the plastic ones. Like the ones they're like suitcases. Like the
know.
nice bags at a grocery store.
Oh, God, like the waterproof ones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Oh, I'm all on them.
Let's go.
We have like they're reusable, but they're like
Who's not throwing those out the second? It's the same shit.
what? No, people save those.
Do they?
Yeah, they reuse them.
Huh.
Most
A couple times, and then it gets to be too many.
You ever see someone on the subway with those things? They're like duct taped and shit. It's like, buddy, they're a nickel. I'll go get a new one.
I always forget to bring mine to the grocery store.
Oh yeah, never. I buy them new every time. I have 700.
I mean, I
of them
don't
at the
forget.
house.
I'm
not doing it.
fucking pulling that out.
Yeah. Who am I? My mom? Fuck out of here.
Riding my bike back to the house with a baguette sticking out of my basket.
I went to Acme over something. I'm like, yeah, how am I gonna go to Acme? She's like, well, stop by the house and get the bags. It was like a 10 minutes out of the way. I'm like, lady, I'm not adding 20 minutes to my trip to save $1.50 here.
It'll cost me more in gas.
I got cash. You know what I mean?
Oh, that's a real trashy statement. Anyway, it costs you more in gas. I got to go all the way out there.
Mm-hmm.
Man, I've been hit with that a couple of times by some uncles. What are you doing? You're wasting all that gas money.
Well, the big thing, so the Germans, they've been on the system, no bags for a minute. You bring your own bag.
Bring your own bag.
If you buy a bag there, they look at you like, who the fuck do you? It's like you don't even have them, you know.
Yeah.
And I'm like, we're buying a bag, and dude, my wife, I mean, she'll put a can of tomato sauce in her ass. Like it's like, dude, they like sit there. They have a table afterwards that you go and take your belongings to, and then just start shoving them in all your pockets and your jackets and your.
If you didn't bring your bag.
Yeah, no one wants to bring a bag.
Yeah.
It's like they just stuff their pockets. So you got like cheese in there, like you got some brie, some eggs in your shoes.
Be sure to wear your shopping vest.
Yeah, that's what it is, dude. It's fucking whack. I'm like, lady, we're getting a fucking bag.
Like you're going on safari.
Yeah.
For Christmas, I got new shopping trousers.
It's like when Karen Hill went into jail to visit him, dude.
Yeah.
It's like all coming. She's got salami in her coat and shit. I'm like, get the fuck out of here.
Get in. Remember late 90s, early 2000s when like good people, like environmental people started like doing that, showing up with their own bag and shit?
I was a cash.
The ridicule they
I was a cashier, and man, I didn't even like touching their bags. Those
some lady coming in with
crusty-
natural deodorant
yeah,
on.
crusty hippies.
You're such a dirtbag. You're making the wrong reference. You're like, look at Isaac Newton over here.
Hey, Benjamin Franklin. What are you trying to save the planet?
Hey, Helen Keller, nice burlap sack, huh? Fucking scumbags.
Oh man,
Look at this.
dude, the year was 2003 into 4. Working at Acme in Newtown, Pennsylvania.
I would assume not a lot of people that would do that were shopping at Acme.
No, they were. Newtown's a nicer area.
I'm saying that's real Whole Foods vibe.
There was no Whole Foods back then.
Ah.
Like that. And that was
a
a
Fresh Fields.
that was a higher end Acme, and they would come in, and man, you could tell when they were like 3 people back in your line. You're like, this is an own bagger we got here. Fucking,
What?
Like they got their own bags.
Yo, check out Captain Planet over there.
Meanwhile, I'm triple plastic
Thought I
bagging.
smelled your patchouli stink when you walked in.
Meanwhile, I'm like, oh, what are you getting? The milk? Let's put 5 plastic bags around that. Have a nice day. You want double, triple plastic? I got you. That was the thing when you moved to New York.
Triple bagging somebody's cigs. Hey, you don't want
There
them
you go.
getting wet on you, huh? Make sure you throw them in the drain.
Make sure you burn them in the backyard.
Terrible.
Get those chlorofluorocarbons out there.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
The Pathfinders. Now look at it. It's the norm.
It's the fucking norm, especially in New York. I don't know how many. Can you see how many states have banned? Because Jersey did it. I don't think PA did it.
I don't miss the plastic bag. They are whatever. I like those ones at the store.
The application of the plastic bags and other things is great. You got a wet bathing suit, a plastic
Sure.
bag is great. You got dirty shoes, a plastic bag is great. For the recyclables, the application of it is fantastic.
Yeah, at the hotel I started using the bag that's in the bucket of ice.
Sure.
For my wet bathing suit.
Mm-hmm.
Just fold it up and put it in there, right in the suitcase.
I don't know if I ever told you this. I saw my cousin one time I might have used a pillowcase for his shoes. His shoes were dirty to put in his luggage.
Took it from the hotel?
Yeah.
Damn. Probably
don't
whack
know.
you out for that.
They don't know.
You don't think?
Oh, well,
They're missing a pillowcase.
18 states have banned plastic bags.
there you go.
That's it?
Hawaii, New York, Delaware, Colorado, Illinois, Minnesota, Washington, Massachusetts, Florida, Maryland, Oregon, California, Maine, Connecticut, Vermont, Arizona, District, D.C., and New Jersey.
No shit, that's it. 18. I guess
gotta
that's
think-
almost half.
Yeah, it takes a long time to enact that shit.
There's somebody's getting greased on that,
Sure.
holding that off a little bit in a couple of states.
Oh, for
Which I
sure.
don't hate.
Wait, before we get to this next question, I had something I wanted to ask you, fellas.
Hit
Tell
me.
us.
You know what makes you feel like a real dirtbag?
Mm.
And the situation I'm currently in at the moment? Having to use your phone as the remote to your TV.
Whoa, that's no good.
First of all, it's amazing that you even know how to use that technology. That's crazy.
No,
You download an app.
it's relatively easy, but I got jammed up because
If you showed my mom that, her head would explode.
I couldn't turn the TV on.
Yep.
So I was like, oh, my remote had been fucked up, so I got a new one, but I get 7 days. So I'm like, all right, I'll work. I'm a smart guy. I own a business. I'll do a workaround. I download the app, but the TV's got to be on. So I can't. Then I had the app and couldn't turn the fucking TV on.
Ah.
And then I had they finally, the fucking hellhound had chewed the remote.
So it does everything but turn the TV on.
You can turn the TV on, but it's not. You don't have to hit the power button. I don't want to explain it because it'll make me sound like such a nerd.
No,
but I think
please,
it
go
has
ahead.
to be on. It probably can, but in order to link the remote
You
in order to link the app to the TV has to be on.
Yes, but there's a way to wake the TV, but it's like on the remote app. It has a power button that only will turn it off. It won't turn it on. You have to like go to reconnect device, and then when you do that, it wakes the TV up, and then you go back into the remote.
I was so.
I feel like such a failure. Shit.
Wow.
It
Yeah,
sucks.
that's rough.
Wakes the TV up.
It's no good.
Man.
It's been weeks.
That's a bad.
The bird has it on her phone where she has this thing on the lights where she can turn off the lights in the hallway on her phone.
Oh, she's probably just talking to ghosts.
Uncle Charles.
Scared the shit out of me one night. I was out there fucking brushing my teeth.
Shit the strobe light on you.
Thought I was stroking out. I immediately jump into it. I can start going in. I was brushing my teeth in my fucking skivvies, and I come out of the bathroom, and she fucking hits the lights on me from the room. I thought it was fucking...
Thought it was it.
thought it was Jeepers Creepers getting me. The B-Man or whoever
We
it
got
was.
that in the burbs. We got everything linked up to the phones to
You can flick them on now.
flick them on
from
now,
here.
turn the heat on, turn the air
I'd
on.
be doing that all the time,
Mm-hmm.
just in case.
Do you remember when the remote start for the car hit?
Oh, remember it was aftermarket.
Yeah.
My stepdad had the aftermarket one. It had its own clicker.
Mhm.
And you'd see someone with 2 clickers. You go, "Ooh, you guys got a little bit of cash on him."
Got an auto body guy.
Yeah, no one in my family ever had that. We were into cold cars exclusively.
Sure.
My parents loved it. Once it became factory.
Sure, they weren't aftermarket.
What?
No, yeah.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
Yeah, my mom loved it. But they were also big fans of going out and warming up the car. That was a big Foley move. You go out there, before you get dressed, like before you you're ready to go. Before my dad put on his Navy uniform, my mom put on her whatever the
Booby
fuck she-
tassels?
whatever she wore to work. They'd go out there, scrape the car, fucking turn it on.
The McMullins never once as the original cold plunge, getting in that car
Sure.
going to school, dude.
Ooh.
I remember.
Ice cold.
Yeah.
How long did it take
I
for
would
that
get
fucking car to
my
heat
Chevy
up?
Lumina that I had all 1995, 4, 6 Chevy Lumina, whatever the fuck it was, 95 Chevy Lume. By the time I got to school, it still wasn't blowing hot air.
Damn.
That SIG sucked. Because you're like, I got the window open, but it's colder inside than it is outside.
Ripping
Man.
heaters on the way to school. God.
Yeah, you weren't?
No, I was fucking an athlete. I was coming out of fucking
Oh.
wrestling
What was his name?
Was he tender?
He's a sweet lover.
Did he talk to you in public? It was one night, Henry. Get over it.
What's your
Move
fat
on.
ass doing tonight? Nothing.
Oh yeah, cold, dude. Yeah, SIGs before school for sure. And after I crashed that car, I didn't have a car for a while.
Sigs at the bus stop.
No, I would get picked up from school, SIGs out front, and I would close the garage door. All right, Denise, I'll see you. I knew she had to hop in the shower, so I would just fucking close the garage door, and I'd stand in a blind spot, crank a heater, Boom, flick it. If there was snow, I had at least a couple of weeks to have to deal with that. Then keep it moving.
You know that thing we did? We got to take care of it.
I don't know. The birds will eat it.
Are you guys too young for anybody smoking on the school bus?
What?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
Yes.
No.
7th and 8th grade.
No
Yes.
way.
No, not like smoking like they're on a flight. Sneaking heaters in the back with the windows down. The bad kids.
Oh, okay. I thought it was open.
No.
Like asking the driver for a light and shit.
Teach, you believe they just raised Marlboros again? That's bullshit.
I got a bad cough. Let me bum a cigarette, will you? Let me get one of them Chesterfields from you, young man.
Yeah, no.
No, like a couple of dirtbag kids.
We were
on the back of the bus.
Did no one have a sense of smell till like 1997?
Yeah, because everybody was smoking everywhere.
Everybody was smoking.
It didn't matter. If everybody was smoking everywhere, you were just used to it.
The one stairwell of my high school reeked of heaters.
Yeah, we didn't
Just
have...
reeked.
That-
It would crush you when you walk. Blech.
That was the big thing, too. Like, I was smoking in the boys, like, in the bathroom. I think, like, one kid tried it, and, like, the smoke alarm went. Like, you couldn't pull that off anymore.
Nah, you kids were still one. My boy was huffing heaters. He'd come in dizzy because he would do like 3 or 4 major pulls and then walk in all loopy.
I know that.
Like he just hit the dust off can.
Uh-huh.
Jam you up.
Right. That's an all right feel. Fucking sitting in science class.
I didn't like
cross-eyed.
it.
It
I
makes
didn't
one of
like
us.
that sick feeling in my stomach.
All right, let's see here. This is from Ozempic Burps. $10 capo. Never had one read. Are you garbage if your parents' Christmas presents, that this is what he bought for his parents, are work boots for mom and an ounce of hash for dad? That's what they asked for. Man.
Where do you get hash these days?
Where do you get an ounce of hash?
2024. Holy shit.
You got to go to the Far East. You got to import that, dude.
Yo, I haven't seen hash in legit a decade.
Yeah, and
I
even
have at the Waffle House. Fucking chop 'em up. Let's go.
even
That's crazy.
hash 10 years ago was rare.
What? Hash in 1978 was
I
fucking
know, that's
rare.
what I'm saying.
We went through a baby phase of
Whose
that in
dad is
college.
smoking hash? A little bit of reefer, sure. We're all gentlemen here. It's legal and or decriminalized in most areas.
This guy's still shaking off Nam, huh?
Oh, that guy has faded tattoos, bro.
Dude,
And fucking demons.
Yeah.
You're hitting the fucking pipe? Whoa. That's crazy. I don't even know what hash really is.
It's I'll look it up. But
It looks
it's,
like brownie.
it's pressed.
Yeah.
I know
Yeah.
that it's like pressed.
Just press
extract.
THC, right?
I genuinely don't know. I've never smoked it. I mean, it was so... The handful, like, the hippie kids who were into, like, Fish and the Dead and stuff like that, they would get their hands on it like, I got hash. I'm like, all right, well, I don't want to talk to you for a week. Keep it moving.
Take your opium and beat
Yeah,
it.
dude. I got heaters to catch. I don't need you fucking dipping out on me. I'm fucking going night-night. Hash oil, man.
You take that Mekong Delta shit and
Yeah.
fucking beat it around.
Hand me a Budweiser, you commie bastard.
Smoke flower in these parts. young man.
Yeah.
Mexican brick weed.
You want to smoke the devil's lettuce? Hey, to each your own. But you're not going to stand here and smoke hash, you fucking communist Chinese hash in front of me.
Hear that, Poppy Pete? Get out of my fucking face.
Okay, so the way you make hash is you remove the psychoactive parts of the bud, like when you have a really nice nug and it looks like it's all snowed on. You basically get all that off the bud.
The keef.
Yeah.
Ish.
Exactly. Yeah.
Sure.
And then
This
you
episode's getting flagged.
and then you
Sure.
press it.
It makes an oil.
No, it hardens it. It's like you jam it and then it
Gotcha.
compounds.
Yeah, that's real drug shit. Like, not
Yeah.
not against it, but I'm just saying, that's, man, your dad wants an ounce. An ounce. That's a brick. That's crazy.
Look up how volume-wise it... Oh, yeah, because that's compact. See what an ounce of hash looks like. Can you know what I mean? Let me see if I can find it.
And if there's still any warlords in Laos that we can go
Yeah.
score some
That's crazy. Here, I found one on Reddit. Oh, it's not that much, but that's got to last you a long time. It just looks like a little One of those little bites, those little brownie bites.
Yeah, it's John's.
Man.
Oh, those things are all right.
Yeah. Dude, a quarter of that, you'd be on the moon. Man, dude, your dad's smoking hash. That's
Holy
wild.
shit, man.
Yeah.
Talk about stuck in the 70s.
I
Get
smoked
some fentanyl or something, dude.
I smoked hash spliffs in Spain, and they would really crack when you bowled them.
Man,
God.
that shit's wild, man. They're wild Christmas presents for your parents.
Hey, if that's what's on their list, that's what's on their list. They didn't break your balls about the PlayStation 5 that you wanted, probably.
Sure.
Pair of work boots and some fucking brick.
Also, work boots for mom is a wild. That's also very telling. First of all, that your hippie ass dad should get a job and let ma take a day off in the factory.
Take a toke off the ash bike.
This girl's going to fucking work all day. He's fucking, you know.
Oh, can you imagine shaking someone's mom's hand and being like, God,
Yeah.
strong, good,
And
powerful
you look over the
handshake.
dad like, hey man, you smoke hash?
Your mom's got rough hands, bro.
What?
I'd fucking, dude, imagine if you walked into your buddy's house to meet his parents or your girlfriend's parents or whatever. And the dad's, I just picture like the beaded fucking door and stuff. And he's on
male
the
pattern baldness into a ponytail.
He's just there fucking getting ripped.
Hey, you want a hit of this, man? Oh, what is it? The joint? It's hash, man. What the fuck?
What year is it?
Hey, 8 tracks. Get the fuck out of my face.
Oh, God.
I mean, Sauvignon Blanc, will you?
That's
good.
wild. That's wild. I didn't even like parents. Back in the day, it was obviously different and all that. It's like it's changed. But knowing parents that would smoke weed in front of who kind of like openly smoked weed, that was weird to me. It's like, buddy,
Man.
get your shit to go to a PTA meeting. Do something. Yeah.
You don't
You're
know
over here smoking blunts.
You don't know how to make a Manhattan?
What the fuck? The hell did you grow up, lady? Fucking Skirl Jeans.
Woo! Oh, that was a home run of a question, man.
All right, this one's from Friday Night Hibachi. What are your thoughts on my parents renting an industrial margarita machine for my high school graduation party? My dad did it, and I broke a lamp and had to be put to bed by 10 o'clock. Man, those margarita machines will ruin a party. It'll be great for about 90 minutes.
Nah, they're awesome, man.
And then someone's swinging on somebody, someone's falling in the pool, a lamp's getting broken.
Dude, that is one of my favorite things on the planet.
Frozen margarita?
A strong frozen margarita. I fucking love them.
It's all right, dude. I don't fucking disagree.
With a cherry and a lime and some salt on the rim. Heavy bike. That's what I'm talking about.
That's like when we were down in Florida, we went to like one of those beach ball, like a Fat Tuesday kind of thing. And they had like the margarita wall or something. And it was like, 50 of them on there. And you're like, I'll do a tropical thing. I'll do a Bert and Ernie. Let me do a whatever. Man, I have sucking those things down, getting a sugar rush and a brain freeze, but getting twisted. Felt like I was smoking hash.
Oh, their slogan is home of the world's fastest hangover.
Oh,
Yeah.
dude.
That sugar the next day.
Sunday skeeries in stereo. Fucking jam you up.
Mm-hmm.
That brought up something that I wanted to touch on a little bit.
I'm listening.
There was that period from, especially if your family partied, if your family were drinkers, you know what I mean? You had a big family, extended family. There was that window, I would say, between somewhere in high school till maybe sophomore, junior year of college, where there was always a cousin, or maybe you, it happens to the best of us, that overdid it at a family thing, got fucked up, had to be put to bed or taken away by a dad or an uncle, started crying, shit the bed, threw up, said something fucked up. You know?
Yeah, we
had a couple of those.
yeah, I've told the story about my cousin Sean got all fucked up at a Thanksgiving, and I told you this. He had like the platter of like the turkey or whatever, he ended up sitting on the table, like a table like this, and he thought he was probably on hash or something. He thought he was driving the bus, like he thought he was driving a bus, and he was like, "All aboard" or whatever. Like I guess he was having fun or whatever.
Doing a bit.
Yeah, but it was
It was
Thanksgiving.
the Thanksgiving
dinner,
Day table?
or Christmas dinner, and everybody's like, "What the fuck?"
Man, you got that fucked up over dinner? I was talking like a graduation party or something like that.
Yeah. We would always party afterwards. Like we'd all be wherever we were with the family. Everybody's having 2-3 beers. The kids are. It's like, all right, the kids are allowed to start having beers, or the parents are looking the other way, and then the parents or the kids would all go somewhere and continue the party on their own.
Mm-hmm.
That's when it got,
No, I'm
Kevin
talking.
and Danny got into it. Steve and Billy got into it.
I'm talking at the party in front of like relatives. We had a couple of things like that. Luckily, I did all that stuff on the low with friends in private circles. I'd get fucked up and embarrass myself there.
Mm-hmm.
But I got away with never doing it at a family thing, like being the cousin that got fucked up and threw up or whatever.
Sure.
I did do it at my friend's house in front of his family at a graduation party. Blackout drunk, fucking doing a Dice impersonation.
Oh!
In their living room. I ended up peeing all over their powder room.
Yeah. I had a buddy pee on my mom's TV one time and then wanted to fight me afterwards. Like, blacked out, woke up.
To her credit, his mom was cool as shit about it.
Yeah, I would be cool, too. I think if, it's like, yeah, you're 18 and you're...
I was in 8th grade, I think.
Hey, go see if your dad's got any hash. Let's party.
That's when we started sneaking beers. I worked that night, and they had this huge graduation party, and fucking lined the fucking bottom of his dresser drawer with trash bags, iced it down, and just slowly throughout the night.
Just poaching them.
Yeah,
It's a
couple.
My dad would have. They had a bar set up in the house always, but they had the regular.
That's crazy.
They had regular, bottles of liquor. But he would buy the handle of whatever brand. So if he had a bottle of Smirnoff, he'd have a handle that he would refill that bottle with, right?
That's keeping up appearances.
Gentlemen.
Yeah. But it was perfect for me because then I'm going in the pantry sneaking shots all day long.
Mm-hmm.
I finally told him 2 years ago, and he was like, I knew I wasn't drinking that fast.
I mean, I was going through a handle a day.
I mean, I'm good, but not that good. They had a bar set up all the time. They didn't have that at the Pieces house, right? A bar set up?
No, they were wine and beer drinkers. It's
Yeah,
there was constantly always a bottle of Nisi wine.
Yeah,
stocked
sure, in the fridge.
In the fridge. That's also how she's got Nisi wine, Danny's got Nisi wine, my sister has Nisi wine, and now in the burbs, we keep because it's I know I'm gonna have to get it if she's coming over. She comes over, she wants a glass of wine, so it's we got three of the Magnum bottles in the cupboard.
I'll have a glass of wine.
Have a glass of wine.
Was she barefoot? Is that what she likes?
No, Cavit Pinot.
Ooh.
Cavit. I do a glass of Pinot. What's the Pinot?
Comes with 2 scratchers and a Goldberg chew. Do you have those? You know what a Goldberg chew is?
That was a funny combo of words.
Yeah.
Way to shoot yourself in the foot. You should have just took the laugh.
Yeah.
Well, you get that?
I love them.
Yeah. We got to wrap it up, gang.
What a fun one.
Yeah, this was a hoot.
Yeah, gang, we love you to death. We can't thank you enough. Excited for 2024. As the bald one said, get over there, grab your tickets to Town Hall May 9th. Come out and see the boys there in New York City.
Mm-hmm.
And pick up a few, get a pack of cards.
Yep.
AYG, second version of the Are You Garbage card game. We love you very much, and we'll see you next week.
Peace.